Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are going to take a look at Eufloria. It's quite an old title by now, and I've had it in my library even before Steam. It is many years ago, but they've changed the name, I think, from Dyson back in the day to Eufloria, and I think I bought it from their webpage back in the day. But it has come to Steam, and I was able to convert over there, and they released an HD version as well. This is a game which is very easy to dismiss as a casual title, a girly looking title, and well, yes, it is very girly looking. Look at this. But it's pretty, it's really pretty, this game. And I'm a manly man, so I can cope with girly things as well. Also, it is a tactics game, a real-time tactics game, and very easy to dismiss as a casual title, but we are going to take a look at some of the gameplay mechanics, and they are simple and yet very intriguing. And for that, let's just jump in and play a round of skirmish arenas, and I'm going to show you one example of these here, and then we're trying a level which I haven't played this time around before. Yeah, I've played through the game I think twice before, but I usually like to come back to it every 2 years or so because it's just so good. Alright, let's take a look at Binary Giants with a record pace of 27 minutes, including me taking a big dump. And yes, that says something about how challenging the game is. But let's take a look. What do we have here? Playstyle. It is set on challenging. Okay. So it is also a very relaxing game, and that is kind of continuing the theme of games I'm currently covering here. It's a relaxing game, yes. Erase game progress. Nope, we don't want that. Also, it has the very nice option for those who are returning to unlock just all levels, all options. Very nice. I really like that. Alright, let's get into playing this skirmish mode. And the first one here, and I'll show you what this game is about. Alright, you have asteroids. Or are they called asteroids? I think asteroids. And what I'm doing right now is that I'm sending out scouts. And, ooh, there's a flower growing. And these asteroids have trees growing on them, which you need to plant. These little things here are called your seedlings. The seedlings can become trees. You need 10 seedlings to plant a tree. There are two different kinds of trees. There are trees which produce more seedlings, and there are defensive trees which shoot missiles at enemy seedlings. The goal of the game is to conquer all asteroids or to defeat all enemies. So what we are seeing here, this seedling now, which I sent over there, discovered a pretty weak asteroid. These are the 3 stats of every asteroid there is. Let's see, this one has much higher energy, strength and speed, and right now there is a scout present here somewhere, which gets annihilated. Here we have 2 enemy trees growing. You can see these seedlings which are coming out of here look very much different compared to mine, and that is because the seedling shape depends on the asteroid characteristics which they are coming from. And one thing I'm seeing here is that they have planted a special thing here, a flower, which enhances one of the trees here. And the seedlings coming out of this are basically in rapid fire steroids mode, and we don't like that. So I'm going to attack right away, and this is something that looks like this. You can see when they're in transit mode, they have their wings folded in and are a little bit faster, and then they go into normal combat mode here. And now they have killed 1 tree, the roots are exposed, and now they can get into the asteroid, and yes, we conquered it, including the flower here. And now this is our new little seedling. You see, it has a little glow. It's improved because of the flower in here. And these flowers are random. They don't grow on every tree. They grow on the normal seedling trees, sometimes, but you have to be lucky. So what we can do is, as you can see here, we have a flower. We can remove this flower, and now we are free to plant it wherever we want. But first I want to try and find a good asteroid which has nice stats. So this is a very average asteroid, even though it's so large. What you can see here is the border of where I can send my seedlings. And the larger the asteroid is, the further you can send them away, but it's also very level dependent. Now let's send a few more scouts out. So these are completely empty and we can colonize them if we want to. Also, what is interesting is that whenever you play a level, they are somewhat randomized. So you will never really find the exact same experience twice, which is great, by the way. So, oh, there we have some enemies coming here. Or they were there before. 5 enemies, 1 seedling. So we can send those over and try to conquer it, because this is a really nice asteroid. So let's take a look at what this does, these stats. Energy is how much hit points your seedlings have. Strength is how much firepower they have. And speed, well, is how fast they are. And the energy they have also... Oh, let's see. We now have 39 here. There's no enemies and there are no trees growing on here. We can plant a maximum of 4 trees. And 1, 2, 3. And we don't have... You see, it's rather pretty. So the seedlings are going in there. And now 3 trees are growing. And 1 already produced a seedling. So now we can grow another one. Also, you see, this tree will... Or these trees will produce very, very slow seedlings. And that might not be the best thing to have, because you can't really react to what your enemy is doing. And what you want to do, maybe with this one, because it's so good in the other 2 stats, is to terraform it. And terraforming works this way. You can choose to terraform here, and then you can increase 1 of the stats. And this costs you seedlings. So the seedlings are going to sacrifice themselves, and then they are improving 1 by 1 the stats of the asteroid. And this one is really good. So what we might want to do is to plant our flowers on this one and to terraform it to increase the speed of the seedlings coming out of it. But before we do that, this one is even better. And we want to get there if possible. As you see, this here shows you the path, and seedlings can only travel from asteroid to asteroid within range. So this asteroid has this one in range, but this one doesn't have that one in range, and this one isn't owned by us. So we can't use this as a gateway to this one. We have to use our large one, which has this one in range. So movement, very important. And what you also don't want to do is waste seedlings which are enhanced on colonizing other things, because they are really good. Let's see, 13 here. And this is a good example of how your movement is limited by what you own. This asteroid is not owned by anyone right now, and there's 1 seedling from us over there, 1 scout we sent. So he can't go back right to our big mother base, but rather he has to travel down here to this asteroid, then to the mother base, and from there he can progress over there. And here we can now, once we get to 10, we can plant our first tree, and that is a beautiful asteroid. And this one also can plant a tree, so that we increase our range of operations. Also, there are enemy players in here, AI players, 2 of them I think, and we need to defeat them, and the final goal of this level is to conquer this big asteroid over there. And you can only see enemy movement if you know the asteroid they're coming from. So that's also very important to know for just scouting, is super important so that you can react to enemy movement. Oh, this is an interesting thing. This here is a laser pod. Laser pods appear when you plant flowers at defensive trees. And they are really powerful combat units. You can use defensively and offensively. And this is a big enemy growing tree, but they have really shit stats, as you can see here. That they are tiny. You can see that their noses are reasonably large for the body size, and that is an indication for the strength here. The nose is the strength, the body fatness is the energy, and the speed is the wing size. So whenever you see a seedling, you instantly know what kind of asteroid it's coming from. And as you, like, I'm not playing this really competitively right now. This is just me messing around, basically. Because you shouldn't have that many seedlings just sitting there and doing nothing. You should always use your resources accordingly. Alright, let's move over there and just colonize this one completely. And these here. And also, oh, there is enemy movement. The laser pod is coming to attack. And that could potentially be quite bad. Because the laser pod is super difficult to defeat. And once it is defeated, it explodes in a huge explosion which kills everything around it. You see it's getting... Well, yes, there we go. Also, this is a little bastard. He has very little health. And not much firepower, but he is enhanced. Ah, now we finally killed him. And you see these red wings here. He's almost dead. The little one almost killed him, even though he's much better. So now we have 97 here. That's more than enough. We plant just generic trees, nothing special, because we do want to have the chance to get a flower. And here we have a flower, and there we have a flower. So let's move those over here. This one is going. This one is still orbiting. So we move them there. And we want this one to be the ultimate of production factory thingies for seedlings. And for that reason, we sent over all those crappy ones we produced before to this one to terraform and get... we don't really need that asteroid right now, so I'm going to send all of them there, just to set this one up as a primary place for production. As you can see, even from zoomed out, you can see the general movement that is happening, and the more you get, the more pretty it becomes, I think. And these trees are growing very slowly, and you can see them, you can watch them grow, and we can take a look at how that happens here. So it's really pretty. It's just really pretty, this game. So we have planted a tree, it's coming out here, so it digs into the core of the asteroid, and there it starts growing, and at the start you can just watch it grow, so it's so quick. And I think they are dynamically generated, those trees, so every tree looks different every time. And now we can plant a flower as well, and another flower, so a flower should be coming here and planting itself at the root of this one. Yes, and there we go, and soon they should be started glowing then. So let's take a look if we can find more flowers growing here anyway, in any of the trees. Once a tree has produced a flower, it can no more produce a flower, so that it's then gone. This one is really bad, but here we have one. So let's send it over. And the difference between enhanced seedlings and non-enhanced seedlings is massive. So you really do want to keep the flowers to something which is really good. And I think they are even a little bit overpowered, to be honest. those enhanced seedlings, because as soon, like one of them can do so much damage. It's like one standard one, or like 10 standard ones probably go on one enhanced one. So it's a massive, massive difference. And now that we have 90 seedlings around here, we can just... Wait a second. We first send them away. Like this. We can select which ones to send. We want to send the non-standard ones, and we send them there, so that in the terraforming, they are not going to be used. And if we put 100 in there, you see, like, we have almost all stats maxed out. And that's really, really nice. Like those seedlings coming out of here later on, there were 40 more here and 37 more there. They will be amazingly powerful and just wreck the enemy. So what I'm going to do now is to slowly inch forward here, and they are having trouble. Someone attacking them. Ah, shit's going down here. It's the two enemies fighting for dominance. That is what I like to see. You want to pit the enemies against each other as much as you can, obviously. And you need to watch out that you don't fall for their movements either. So with this swarm of seedlings coming in, we will be completing the terraforming operation and have the most overpowered seedlings in the whole map, on the whole map. And that will be what wins us this game. And then we can just attack and wreck the enemies. Let's all move here first. And this one is pretty interesting. Like when you see what is coming out of it, you see like huge wings and tiny like beak. And a really small body too. That's just really fast and very much not powerful, and it's instantly dying. While these here, you can tell that they are quite fat, and you can barely see their wings, and they're so fat you can't see the beak either. It's really well made. Oh, there's a flower. There's a flower. So it's a casual tactics game, really, and let's see if we can find some challenge in one of the later levels here. You can see the tree here for increasing speed. That's the terraforming going on. And we are just missing one flower over here. And as soon as... Oh, there's one growing. That's very convenient, thank you. So now this one is completely saturated with awesome stuff, but one thing that is super important is you cannot produce seedlings while the asteroid is overpopulated. Anything beyond 40 is overpopulated and you can't produce any more. And this means this one, of course, we want to be empty as much as possible. There are some enemies going around there, but they are pretty weak apart from this one. And this one? Apart from the laser pod, it's really a non-issue. And we just want to move all of them there. Let's see what slaughter commences. Oh, that one just escapes. Like, oh, shit. And these ones are coming. Oh. Let the battle begin. You see how large the range is of the enhanced seedlings? That is so powerful. Now we've conquered it already. Very nice. And let's send a scout there and try to attack that one directly. Oh, by the way, when you attack the trees, you can see them start glowing red. And that means they are damaged, of course, and once they are killed, you have access to the core. And once your seedlings have conquered the core, that hole will grow another tree, which is a standard seedling tree always. One neat thing you can do is to set up a what is it called? A waypoint. Oh, there's someone shit, killing so many. A waypoint system for your newly produced seedlings, and that way, well, it's not really a waypoint system, but rather a designation for your newly produced seedlings, and that way you never have to do like zoom out and send all your seedlings from every asteroid which have newly been produced to a specific place, which gets really boring. So rather you do like this, and you just select an asteroid where to send everything that is new in production, and they will go there automatically, while others which you have sent manually are not going to be affected by this, which is very handy. So if I place this one there, then all those around here will not react to that. And if I even if I send new ones to this one, they will not react to this waypoint. So it's just a really easy way of getting your seedlings all in one place for an attack. And this is an enhanced tree that produces laser pods. Alright, so there's no seedlings here, just one, so we can just attack straight up. Oh, that is interesting. You see this? This is completely cut off. I don't think we can reach it here. Even if we produce one tree here, I don't think that is in the radius. Nope. So this part of the map is cut off from our end, but they can attack into it. That is an interesting tactical situation over there. And if the enemies here were a little bit more aggressive, that certainly would be an issue. Another thing I want to mention is that if this footage looks a little bit choppy, that must be my recording software doing it, because otherwise it's perfectly fluid and really smooth. So that is, if you see that, that's not the fault of the game, but rather me recording it right now. You can see something has gathered here already, and let's just send all the remains there as well, just to have it clean here. And we can't go there. Nope, we can't. So let's hope no one attacks. And just go back here to our gathering spot. We can just plant one tree so that it's a little bit easier to move in between, that we don't have to move. If we want to move somewhere from down here, over there, or to this side, then we would have to move via the big one. And we don't really want that. So let's make this one a way which we can take directly. And 243 of them we have now, and many of them are enhanced. And you can see all the beacon plants being here on the surface from all the asteroids, which indicate that this is a waypoint. And we conquered this one as well. No difficulties there. There's a laser pot over there. I think we can attack this one directly. And if there are laser pots over there, it's... Oh, there's some coming. Let's see. Those are enemies to each other, though. Ah, very nice. You're getting rid of the laser pot before I'm coming. Oh, are you? Ah, boom. Okay. It's a really good defensive force if you have your laser pod in a... on an asteroid which is next to a big swarm of enemies. Because if they attack, then they run the risk of attacking that one with a lot of seedlings, and then it pops and kills like 50 of them in one go. On the other hand, if you have an asteroid as an enemy in front of you, and it's completely populated by seedlings, like 200 or 300 of them even, then you will be doing well if you just send... Well, look at this swarm. If you just send your laser pod there just to suicide, like suicide bombing, yay, kabam, and all the seedlings are gone. Oh, not all of them, but many. especially works really well if you send one seedling first, and then you, with this, the enemy converges to your seedling, and right after you send in the laser pod, so that everyone is converged there, and then you pop them. That is a really nice tactical maneuver. So let's just continue here, 60 of them. That should win us the game easily. We should just conquer that big one. So we can move in one go. Even more. They are produced so quickly now. Alright. Well, laser. Oh, see that? How many did it kill? I didn't even see that, but that was quite many. That hurt. Oh, there's some defenders coming. And that is... Oh, yes, I was just about to say that. That is a dangerous situation, because as soon as you've popped the tree and the seedlings are trying to get into here to conquer the asteroid, there are only so many that can get in per unit time. And that means that they're all clustering here, and if there are defensive trees on the asteroid, then the missiles coming in will be really dangerous, because they do area of effect damage, unlike the seedlings. And also if a laser pod comes in, like we just saw there, and it gets close to this entrance, then bye-bye seedlings. But we have plenty more, as you can see here. It's just 349 of them. And with that, let's just do the big attack. And see what is on there. Oh, poor little seedlings. At least they have a laser pod, which can defend them. No, he's fleeing. Alright. It's their demise. Whoa, look at that army coming in. Yeah! And you see all the different types of seedlings from all kinds of asteroids produced. And that is one of these defensive trees. That's a missile there, which does area of effect damage. They can be really dangerous too. Boom! Wow, no! That was a... on the defensive tree there was a laser pod growing, and it just matured, so it exploded once... wow, that's a long way into the core here. And it exploded as soon as we popped the tree. It's a really, really long way down to the core of the asteroid. And you see here the missiles coming, and oh shit! That was a massive hit. 175 left only. There comes the next one. Ouch. Okay, that one was blocked. Ow, there again, yes. 145, 149, 39 left. But soon it's conquered. And there we go, okay. So now they are no longer clustered, and we won the level.